Good evening to you. I'm Jessica Shambach. Oklahoma voters saying no to legalizing recreational marijuana.
I'm Evan Onstott. Let's take a look here at the latest numbers from the AP. 62% of Oklahomans against the measure.
And I'm Abigail Ogle. Good evening to you. Tonight we will have full team coverage following the failure of State Question 820. Starting off with KOCO's Jason Berger. He joins us from the Tower Theater. Jason, you talked with those who were pushing for this to pass.
Yeah, guys, unofficial results show that recreational cannabis will not happen in Oklahoma tonight. And from the get-go, the votes showed the majority of Oklahomans were against State Question 820. But members of the campaign say they're not done with this yet.
The fight will never be over until we stop this, until the drug war on people ends.
Advocates in the Yes on 820 camp disappointed tonight, saying the infrastructure for the rec marijuana industry is virtually set up in Oklahoma after the passage of State Question 788 in 2018, allowing medical marijuana use.
I didn't think Oklahoma was ready for 788, and I was wrong, and I think we are ready for this. I don't see how we're not.
And concerns from the group linger about marijuana possession convictions with the criminal justice system. 820 would have eliminated jail time for minor marijuana possession.
It has to continue because people will continue to get arrested tomorrow. People will continue to have their probation and parole revoked.
The campaign previously predicted a 15% excise tax on rec cannabis would bring in over $40 million to the state. Officials also say most of their funding for this effort came from criminal justice groups, a main focus of the 820 campaign.
95% of our funding came from criminal justice organizations who simply believe people should not be put in jail for marijuana.
But as the polls showed tonight, a lopsided majority against the measure.
This is just a matter of when. Change is coming. We know that 80% of people under the age of 40 believe legalization needs to happen. It's just a matter of when.
And at last check, the polls showed about 62% of Oklahomans voted against State Question 820. Live in Oklahoma City tonight, Jason Berger, KOCO 5 News. Guys.
Okay, Jason, and the No on 820 campaign weighing in on tonight's vote, releasing this statement saying in part, quote, "We think this sends a clear message that Oklahomans oppose the unfettered access to marijuana we've experienced under our so-called medical program. Voters clearly want to protect our children, crack down on organized crime, and improve the mental health of those in our state."
And a lot of Oklahomans were closely watching this election, including those who work in the already established medical marijuana industry. KOCO's Zach Rael joining us live tonight. Zach, I know you talked to a dispensary owner who was hoping to see 820 pass.
Yeah, guys, that's right. We're here live outside Likewise Dispensary. This is on May and Northwest 68th. We were talking with the owner. He was very optimistic that State Question 820 was going to pass tonight. They were even planning on having a pretty large party here at the dispensary, but as you can see behind me, the dispensary now closed. The party no more. There was a lot of shock and disappointment as the results came in and the pretty definite defeat of State Question 820 came in early.
I think a lot of people were expecting it to pass. Maybe it's just confirmation bias working in the industry, but it seemed like there was a lot more support for it to pass than there was against it. And, you know, you have to really dislike something to show up for a special election and vote no on it.
Corbin Wyatt, owner of Likewise Dispensary, says he's disappointed State Question 820 failed tonight for a couple of reasons. From the expungement process it could have meant for those with marijuana convictions to revenue he says it could have generated for the state and local dispensaries.
It would have meant a whole new patient base of people from out of state that were coming into town to visit, and also a number of people that don't have medical licenses currently.
Like those who pushed for State Question 820 in the first place, Wyatt is hopeful that the fight to bring recreational marijuana to Oklahoma will continue down the road. And another thing that he had mentioned this evening, he was disappointed with how low the voter turnout was for this special election. According to the unofficial results from the state, just some 25% of registered voters in Oklahoma cast a ballot today. Reporting live, Zach Rael, KOCO 5 News.
Zach, many state officials have come out in favor of tonight's election outcome. Some of them releasing statements here. Governor Kevin Stitt saying that he believes this is the best thing to keep our kids safe and for our state as a whole, he said. And Attorney General Gentner Drummond says he is proud of Oklahomans for rejecting what he called the expansion of organized crime. You can find more on tonight's election results on the KOCO app.